What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing an updated list on my Paleozoic Frog deck. I took the locals yesterday. I went X1. I got like 5th place, losing on the bubble. Bubbling at a locals. But I also Gemini FTK because I went 2nd and I didn't open up a hand trap because I only played 3 impermanents in main. But aside from that, I played against zombies and 60 card Dark Warrior Rongo Turbo. But yeah, I made a couple of changes from the VIP qualifier, which was the last tournament I played this deck in. So without further ado, I'll go on with the list. I think it's 42 cards in the main. Monsters, triple swap. Nothing to explain about this card. Best turn 1 opener. Triple Duke Frog, standard. Double Ronin. Jokingly, I was thinking of playing 3, but I realized it's a brick if you open like multiples. 8 monsters, no hand traps because we play triple card demise. I understand why this card's like not as good as it used to be because of all the trap cards and like trap trick and all that stuff. But I still think it's really good to play just because it helps you get more traps and just have more negations. For Paleos, we play double Morella. I might bump this up to 3, depending on how I feel. Triple of the MST one that's not super. Triple of the Book of Moon one. It's only bad against Striker. I know that's like half the meta, but still, I sided some stuff for Striker, so it's like an easy side out. Triple Dynamiscus, really good against a zombie player. He had the Banshee up with Zombie World, and I was able to hit this and banish his Banshee, and then I was able to trap trick Duster to hit his back row and Zombie World, which I thought was really cool. For the Paleo traps, triple trap trick. This is probably the biggest, I guess, support we got for the deck. Pretty much any good trap card we get is really good in this deck. Just like the new Pot of Indulgence card is going to be really good for this set or for this deck, and the new Solemn card might fit in this deck. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that card yet, but this card is really good because it turns into a negate, a Twin Twister, like a Book of Moon, anything you want really this turns into. And the clause where it's like you can't activate traps for the rest of the turn isn't that bad because you just activate your traps and then play this. So, and usually the one time you're gonna activate this is gonna like stop your opponent. So the card's really good. And we play triple infinite impermanence. I don't really see myself getting impermanence or getting impermanence with trap trick because I'd rather get Lost Wind because I think Lost Wind's a lot better in like a vacuum than this impermanence. But nonetheless, this card's still really good. Triple Lost Wind, my favorite trap card probably in this deck besides trap trick. This card just does so much. It's 6 negates. It halves the attack, so it's really good against Thunder Dragon. Makes them unable to run over your Ronin Toad and Duke Frog, which is pretty funny. Next, we play Triple Duster. This card's just insane, especially with Trap Trick. It's like you're playing 6 copies. Against like Striker, this is really good. Altergeist, any backer deck pretty much is really good against. 1 order, standard, 1 warning, and 2 strike. I might bump this up to 3, but in the meantime, I think 2's fine. And then Floodgates, 2 goes in, 2 rivalry. I want to bump this or take this out and put Mistake, but for now I just have these in. So yeah, this might be Mistake or Anti-Spell. So that's the Floodgate portion. Next we'll move on to the extra deck. Let's see, Triple Toad, standard. One of each of the XYZs for Paleos. We need a Link Monster. Like, they gave one to a Jambas, but we can't get one. A deck that's never, like, topped an event. And then this deck, which is topped many events, and then still doesn't have a Link Monster. 2 of these guys, the untargetable. It's for untargetable decks, like Cosmo and, like, Chaos Max decks. Because you never know when you're going to be playing those at locals. Triple Mistar Boy. I made 3 of these against the zombie guy and just, like, OTK'd him, which is pretty funny. 2 of the Nightmare guys. I don't play Unicorn because normally if you have 3 monsters, you're just going to be making Toad, or you'll just summon another monster to make Borreload. 1 Akashic Magician, just in case your opponent like puts something in the extra monster zone. 1 Skull Dread. You don't really make it, it's just an option. And then Borreload. So that's it for the extra deck. The only thing you really make is Toad, and like Mr. Boy. You rarely make the Paleozoic guys, so that's that. Side deck's pretty janky, I'm not gonna lie. 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ogre just for going second. One of my favorite cards playing now in the side deck is triple Pankratops. This card is so funny. Against like the trap decks or like Striker, you just summon this and they have to deal with it, and then you're able to like, if they deal with this, then you're able to like summon swap or like set your back row. It's just so good. And then against Ultra Guys, you just summon this, and if they bounce it back with a Silcoitus, and you can just set your back row freely without worrying about it being bounced back. 1 Wiretap and double Mind Crush just for like evenly. 2 Chaos Shrapple against Thunder Dragon. And lastly, for going second against like everything pretty much, triple evenly match. So that's the Paleo list, guys. I'll probably make another update to this deck in a couple months. It's like we get new sets and a lot of support cards for trap decks. So without further ado, that's it. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe.